After successfully managing a couple of day sails around the Isle of Wight, and more importantly not crashing Capitano Edmundo's boat, it was time to up the ante. Edmund and Heather had organised to bring a boat back from the west coast of France which belonged to a friend of theirs, a Moody 44, and it needed to be brought back to Hamble where it would go on sale, and they needed a crew to help them bring it back. Our journey, as I said, would go from the west coast of France, work its way into the Bay of Biscay, and around past the Channel Islands, back to the UK.
Where are we?
Good question. Very good question. No idea.
Do you get the feeling that nobody knows where we are in relation to this map?
Yes. Looks nice though. Quiet.
We're in France somewhere.
After one or two satellite navigation fails, we went old school and decided to read a map, and we found our way to this beautiful town to stay the night, Roche-Bernard.
Our last night on dry land. Before putting the Moody 44 back into the water and sailing her back to the UK. It's not a bad spot to spend our last day.
I know you showed me your affection, but I was looking for perfection. So I moved on and on and on to someone new, as if no one knew what I was going through. I know you think I'm just pretending, that I can't rewrite the ending.
Once Amethyst was happily back in the water, we motored her up the river back to her mooring, from Arzal to Roche-Bernard, and that's where we'd spend the next couple of days. During these days we got her provisioned, gave her a once-over, and of course made sure that Capitano Edmundo was happy to take her out to sea. Then we would depart on our voyage a couple of days later.
Just a flavor of the day. This time you're more than the flavor of the day. I know you don't know what to.
We've actually got chores to do. We've got to get this boat ship shape, and we've got a stock take on a boat that's got food that's about 10 years out of that.
No good.
Turn stock taking into a party. I, on the other hand, I need to go and check the sails, make sure they're not ripped. We're so classy. Neighbours love us.
And as a sponge.
For those of you wondering, rightly so, what I'm doing swimming around in a marina, I cunningly managed to knock all of the cleaning products off the side of the boat, somewhat ironically, into that filthy water, just as I was about to start cleaning down the boat.
You want to pass me the bucket?
I want to pass you the bucket.
Hang on.
No, I want to get out of the water. Turbo engaged. Let's go. It's so hot right now. We're becoming off grid, eh?
We are. Not e-bikes.
Quite like them. It's the campus bike I've ever had. It's clean.
Do you want to tell people what we've done today?
We have gone on a bike ride and discovered that I really like electric bikes because I'm lazy deep down. But it's a great way to go and see some of the countryside and the very things that make us zombies, it turns out, are pretty handy for finding your way around, because we never in a million years would have found the cycling routes we did, I don't think.
No, some good routes.
Really good.
Cycle
Yeah,
only
really good.
routes.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm not sure if our bikes are really up for it, so we'll see if I get my deposit back when I take the bike back. But I am busy now. I'm sold. I'm busy hunting. I don't know if you can see it.
Yep.
I'm hunting for a miniature foldaway e-bike.
The French just do things differently.
That is one strange wedding going.
Jigs
Pas
it
tes
up.
amis ça? C'est pas tes amis ça? Ouais, c'est ce qui me stoppe.
We made it.
Whoa, made it on this horrendous bike.
I know.
You made me swap.
I did. And I'm really thankful for that. So the marina, where our beautiful little Moody 44 is waiting for us to climb back aboard. Not that I've become nervous about European bridges at all recently, but we're about to brave this on these funky little e-bikes. Yeah.
So, my first meal at sea, a simple one, cheese and tomato sandwiches. It doesn't show right now, but the whole boat is like this. So we'll see how this one goes. This clip that Domino took kind of shows how much the boat's rocking, more than I did in my video. Anyway, cheese sandwiches went well, so I moved on to something a little bit more nutritious for dinner.
So, while Carly is down below deck working her culinary magic, we very quickly realised that that kitchen is far too small for two chefs, and I decided to vacate the premises and leave Carly firmly in charge of our food. Meanwhile, I went back up deck, and with the boys we decided to get some sails out and get the boat pointed in the right direction and head out to the Bay of Biscay.
I know you think I'm just pretending, and that I can't rewrite the ending, but to move on and on and on to someone new isn't how you find the one that I am through with playing games. You are not just a flavor.
While everybody else on board was longingly looking forward to Carly's fantastic looking spaghetti bolognese, I on the other hand was man down. Seasickness had claimed its first victim. Although I kept a brave face and decided to soldier on, what else could I actually do? Everyone else just thoroughly enjoyed their spaghetti bolognese whilst I wrapped up and tried to hide my face and not look completely green.
It's not too difficult, is it?
That's right.
Quality bolognese there. I've got food envy. Or should I say, the ability to hold food down envy. Anyway, one and two.
Let's see.
Nice.
You've got carrot. Carrot and celery.
I've never had that before.
Ah.
I like it.
I think there's a bit of a squall coming. Poor Dominic. Nighttime drew in, we started our night shifts, taking it in turns, 4 hours on, 4 hours off. Not much filming was done during this time because
Well, it was pretty black. So we just left Laverack port after 32 hours, I think, at sea from Roche-Bernard.
Roche-Bernard indeed. Spent the night, had a little bit of spag bowl, chilled out on the boat, watched some Jim Jeffries.
We did.
And now we are on the next leg of our journey back to the UK, which is from the northwesterly point of France, diagonally across to River Hamble, and we should pass by the Channel Islands, and I think it's going to take about another 33 hours. I'm
Maybe a bit more.
Loaded up with seasickness stuff, so hopefully I can hold some food down a little bit longer, and yeah, see how this leg of the journey goes.
After a much more peaceful remainder of time at sea, we finally are back in the UK and we spot some white cliffs. The night is drawing in though, so we do decide to stop in the Isle of Wight for a bite to eat and a few beers before continuing on the final leg of our journey, first thing in the morning, back over to Hamble and up the river to Swanwick.